What time is it, Alex?
It is almost 1 o'clock.
Wrong answer! It's real talk time!
Oh.
We're here at Dungeon Junkies Real Talk.
I'm not wrong, though.
Shut up. You're wrong. You're always wrong. Except when you're here in the boys' hole at Dungeon Junkies Real Talk.
Alright.
No? Nothing? I didn't get no fucking...
Real talk.
Thank you,
Oh, yeah.
Kenny.
Sorry, I got distracted. Real talk!
I was waiting for Alex to do that.
I
He
got
never
distracted.
did it. He
I'm
normally
sorry.
does. We're going to restart.
Yeah, we need to.
That's going to all go
Restart
away.
it.
That's going to get cut.
Sure.
That's all cut. You're not hearing anything.
Nope.
You're not hearing any talk.
No one's hearing any of this.
It's not fucking real.
It's not
a shit
real,
joke.
Not real.
but it is now.
Donnie's dead.
Wait, real talk is now, but it's not real.
It's not real.
I'm so confused.
I'm confused too. We're going to
Real
start
Real talk!
in about 30 seconds.
After we catch our breath.
Okay, everyone.
Yeah, we're going to read, because Alex completely fucked that up.
Wow, don't blame me.
I have to.
So after you do the intro, we're each gonna do like real talk, but in like a different voice.
Yeah, let me
Yeah,
go last.
I expected that, and Kenny was the only one who did it originally.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
Like
did it twice,
heard,
actually.
yeah, you
Yeah.
did it twice. I heard you do it
All the
when it was expected. Alex was confused.
I'm
That's
gonna go
okay.
last.
I kind
So
of
was I.
set you up for confusion.
Failure.
All right, you ready?
Setting up for failure.
Yes.
That explains the Dungeon
Pure
Junkies podcast. And we're here with Real Talk.
Pure failure.
Real.
Oh, yeah, real talk.
I know he said pure failure right after you said real talk, and I was like,
Pure failure?
We're going to be able to do this.
That's what it
eventually.
translates to.
I keep getting these natural setups, and I'm working them into the podcast,
That's what
Alex.
it means in a exotic language is pure failure. That's what Dungeon Junkies translates into. Pure failure.
Are you okay?
That's the translation.
Are you
That's
okay?
just the translation.
Are you okay?
I'm translating.
You've
I'm
lost
being
it.
informative.
You have lost it. We've all lost it here at Dungeon Junkies. We're here at Real Talk.
Woo! Real talk.
He can't do it.
I'm going to save it.
say
That was
real
really
talk in the
close
funny
there.
voice after he said
Do
That
we
was
want to go
almost-
this way?
Yes.
Let's go this
Yeah,
way.
Let's go that way.
Let's do
Yeah,
it. I have to go last.
Solid choice.
Okay,
Okay.
I have a good idea that only work last.
Ooh.
we're gonna go this way then. We'll go this way.
To the left side.
I'll go anyways. We go both ways. Here at Dungeon Junkies Real Talk.
real talk.
Real talk.
Real talk.
Ooh, and I'm
Hey.
here with the best
all I'm
host
saying.
you could ever hope for with my boys. You know, I found him in the mountains in the Himalayas.
Oh.
Okay? He was having a love affair with a Sherpa. Guys, you would never believe it.
I feel like you used this one before. But,
In the Himalayas?
yeah, I don't know.
With a Sherpa?
Possibly on a mountain of some sort.
Named Gayatin Naptu?
No.
He's a famous Sherpa. He spent 6 months in a torrid love affair with my boy Kenny.
Yeah.
Oh, yay.
His shirts are way too big, but god damn does he look good in them. He's my little boy Alex.
My shirts aren't that big.
They're way too big.
They're too big.
It's not true.
We haven't told you until now.
Guys, one time I went to the beach in North Carolina. God damn, it's a beautiful North Carolina beaches. I love them.
Thanks.
I saw him serenading a whale there.
Oh, shit.
Through the birth of their own children with his beautiful, beautiful words. It's my boy Nick.
The whale fucker.
No, he's the father. That's some news that you're getting right here. That's real talk.
Jerry. It wasn't me, Rory. It wasn't me. That's not my kid.
I went to whale fucker too.
And guys, you bunch of whale fuckers. But at home you're not. And so I want to let you know at home how much I love you. And because I love you, do not listen to this. Do not listen to this if you haven't listened to the latest episode.
Yeah.
No, only if you haven't listened to the latest
Or
episode.
whatever.
Go back and listen to that shit. What is that? Episode 8? Episode 8? I don't know. I'm looking through my notes.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
episode
8.
Yeah.
Episode 8.
Yeah, it was
I had it right. How dare you question me?
I didn't question.
You shit.
Jesus.
Yeah, bitch.
I love you.
I feel insulted.
You shouldn't. Because you're beautiful. You're all
Hey,
beautiful.
thanks, man.
And we're here talking about episode 8. What'd you guys think? Alex, go.
Episode 8. Fucking great.
Do you remember? Oh, that's a nice rhyme. Do you remember where we started?
Yes, we start with the pirate, I assume. I'm still going to say he's a pirate. Even if he's not, he's clearly a pirate. He was dressed as a pirate, so...
Yeah.
Duh.
Hafestog the Smoky.
Yes. Very interesting name, as you might expect. But it is a Twitter follower?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
So,
yes.
we got Kenny with us here.
I like that name, though.
Do you want to
Good job.
explain Hafestog the Smoky a little bit, where you got the name from?
Yeah. As soon as I open my notes.
Yeah,
up,
you're
it's
not
from-
prepared.
No, I don't
Because
have
I'm
my
throwing you out there.
I don't have you are throwing me out there. It is from a Twitter follower. Fuck. It's,
Twitter follower, fuck.
At Twitter follower. Fuck. At _Herfcast, which is a cigar smoking podcast.
Oh.
They
Nice.
follow-
Yeah.
And they made a name suggestion and kind of came up with some basic character traits, and then I fucking, just blasted off from there.
Yeah, so I
beautiful.
saw that, when they tweeted at you, when you would ask for suggestions and shit, and I was like, ooh, that's interesting. I wonder if he's gonna actually work that in. And then I'd kind of completely forgotten about it. You go on with the day, and then he shows up on the beach at the end of episode 7. I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
smoking that cigar.
I like having the people suggest from Twitter and give me characters, because then it just, I don't know, it just makes things more fun.
Oh yeah,
For sure.
definitely.
That's cool.
It's more uniqueness. It's not me thinking of everything. It's like, oh, hey, you should put, this guy sounds cool, throw him in. And I have some more that I'm bringing in too. So
Ooh.
I have a handful of characters that are from, Twitter people or Facebook people or whoever it is. So we'll
Yeah.
meet them in the next few episodes.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
And I could always use more.
Yes. Yeah, so definitely, if you're listening to this, hit us up at Dungeon Junkie and tweet us your ideas.
Yeah.
So, after we met with Herfestog the Smoky and kind of, coughed up a little storm, and it was right after episode 7, I was trying to gather up some firewood. We were looking to rest because we were all injured.
Oh, yeah.
Quite
the fight.
injured.
Me being the most injured at 1 HP.
Right. Yeah, pretty much dead. Almost dead.
Didn't I revive you?
Yeah.
You did?
Yep.
And
Yeah.
great job.
1 HP.
Great
It was
job on
great.
that.
And this guy came up to us, and we were initially worried. So, somebody drawed weapons. I don't know who it was.
Mr. Doctor did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I drew my Warhammer.
Which, I mean...
So,
kind
of course, Herfestog fucking pulled his sword
Right.
out. Like, oh, fuck you, dude.
But also, I think,
No,
not
fuck you did.
not making a unjust decision, right? We're getting walked up on, and you're worried. But turns out, this guy's a cock agent.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness!
Thank goodness.
And Kenny just loves the fact that they're a cock agent. Look at him smirking over there. We really have to start calling them the coalition.
Truly.
If we want to.
For the sake
Stop
of
the
the
giggles.
podcast.
Don't.
yeah.
Hey. Don't cock block me.
You bastard! You bastard!
Bastard!
But
Anyways.
this guy let us in on some shitty news, I guess. Was this about the time he let us in on the shitty news?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's been a couple years.
2 entire years.
That's what a couple means.
All right.
2.
He was
Yeah,
just
you're not wrong.
emphasizing the 2 years for dramatic effect.
Dun, dun, dun.
Should've known.
2 years.
It's been 2 years. And, so it's been 2 years since we had last been seen. What the fuck?
That's just pretty crazy.
Do we
yo.
got any...
I fucking love this shit so much.
Yeah.
It gets me
First
so
of
hard.
all, I'm a big fan of time jumps.
Yes.
I love that shit.
Me too.
Not a fan when it happens to me, apparently. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I had shit. I didn't want to just skip 2 years.
Yeah. It's cool in the movies, but not so much when your character itself is
Well,
time jumped.
honestly, it would have been cool with any other character I have had.
Yeah.
Sure.
This is the only character I've had that has had... Because Finworth knew that the city that his family was in danger.
Oh, yeah.
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 This is the
That's a pretty big bummer.
Whereas both Gavin and Therian, 2 years wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have mattered
It
at
just
all.
would have been the same old
Oh,
shit.
shit. Okay. Yeah, whatever. I don't talk to my family.
That is very true.
Whereas... Yeah, so...
And
it was-
that's ultimately very true for both Terran and Dr. Euphoria, too. That's
that's
we
what I was
either
going to ask.
don't have a family, or are separated from their family, completely cut off from their family.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my next question that I don't know if that might answer it, but is there anybody in either Dr. Euphoria or Tan Van Sansen's life that after 2 years would be going, where the fuck are they? I haven't heard from them.
Maybe the...
Or Bebe. No, who you got?
Maybe the person from Terrence's church.
Mentor.
Yeah. Not so much a mentor, because he was old enough to not really have a mentor at that point.
You're never too old.
You
for
always
a
got a
mentor.
mentor.
That's true, I guess. Not for Terran though.
You're
not in this
you might
example.
he might not be a daddy.
Yeah.
But he could be a mentor.
Sure, but not in this case.
Okay.
I will say he's not really a mentor in this case. Granted, he did learn a lot from him, but
You look up
Terran's very
to him, almost like a
independent.
mentor.
Nope, not at all.
What, did he do something mean? Why do you not like this guy?
Yeah, it's because he's also had the same terrible past as he has, so he's more humbled, I guess. It's not so much that he's like, oh, he's this great figure who's always had a great life and stuff. This preacher has always had a very sad, humbling childhood, but was ultimately brought back into the faith of God, just like Terran was. So
Cool.
sorry, I was going to my background.
No.
I'll be sure to shut up next
your
time.
Your background is great. I just went into Finworth for a little bit.
Right.
Actually, I love the detail of the background of not only do you know your character's faith, but your mentor's faith, despite the fact you won't call him your mentor.
yeah. It's an interesting.
So would he want to contact him and tell him, yo, I'm still alive?
Probably. Especially at this point, like, a couple months probably not so much, but 2 years is quite a bit. Yeah. For sure. And I think eventually Terran will have to send a letter or something like that, and we'll have to contact him at some point. So.
And Mr. Doctor, you got a crew you want to talk to? Your old captain? What do you got?
No, so actually, I really wouldn't have, because I was outcasted from my society.
Right.
Because I decided that I wanted to explore and to essentially cut myself away. Because the community I come from is very much Viking-esque, so this is the first time I've ever been in a city. You know what I mean? We have villages, right? And you could almost say a port in a way, just with my background of...
It's like a fishing village, really, pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah, exactly. And we have our own religion, and my parents are the high priest and high priestess. And I still follow that religion, but I don't... Once I decided to leave, that's when all ties are cut. So I'm... my parents, I know that they're extremely religious, so I think potentially that they could have that feeling of, I don't have my kid, but I have my savior, or I have my God, right? And so they're able to supersede that. So I don't think he necessarily has anybody. And also too, I feel like because I've lived in less civilized places, going off for 2 years and doing your own thing is
not a big thing.
That's that's not a huge.
Nobody would notice.
Exactly.
Right,
You just come back and be like, oh, you were off on an adventure.
Nobody's gonna notice that Fenworth is gone either because his family's dead.
God dare you, bastard!
You bastard!
Yeah. So
Well, maybe.
before we get into that, because spoilers for the 5 seconds ahead of where we are, we did follow that's who Finworth would have loved to talk to his family after 2 years, because he would have been pretty regularly writing letters back to them on his adventures.
Would have been nice, huh?
Because I would assume up to this point, they may have left Vandoria, but they generally returned after a few weeks or so, right? If they went on a mission.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he wouldn't be gone from his family for very long.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, exactly. And so he's staying with his family.
He just travels for work. That's
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so leaving for 2 years is kind of a big deal. Fenworth not thinking about that at all because everybody's on the verge of dying. And Henry not thinking about that at all because everybody's on the verge of dying, like priorities, right?
Yeah.
So we all, and that's the priorities everybody had. So we ask old Stogie the Smoky, because that's what I'm calling him now. But we ask Herfestog, where, we need some help. God damn it. Because
Yeah.
he says, I'm going to take you in the city. Follow me. And we're like, hold up a goddamn second.
Yeah.
You see all this blood that should be in our body?
Yeah.
It's not.
It's not.
And he says, I'm going to put it back in your body. Follow me. So,
Thanks, bud.
yeah, exactly. And so we follow him, and he takes us to go rest in the coolest tavern that we never got the name of because we were all dying at the
Which
time.
I actually have the names written down this
I
time.
absolutely assumed that you did, and none of us asked what the name was.
No.
But we never would have.
I think we were all so focused
Right,
on
exactly.
making sure our characters were healed.
Yeah, it was something that I thought of, like, but I wouldn't ask the name. And I know because there's been similar instances where Kenny's like, yep, I had a name for that place, and nobody ever asked about it, what the name was. But I caught the name Orochi, you mentioned in passing, of the bartender, who is the shittiest bartender. You're not supposed to drink.
Yeah, they're all partying.
Truly.
Yeah, I mean, you can drink a little bit as a bartender, but not enough to where you pass out. I'm pretty sure we could rob this guy if we weren't buddies with a paladin.
Pretty much.
But we went there. We got our resting in. Everybody did their sleeps. I did a little tinkering. You got some drinks.
Yeah, I got some
That
drinks.
rhymed.
And then
Hey.
And Taryn
then Phil-
rested the entire night.
and then did my ring of spell soaring.
Yeah, so did you
that's
ever
nice.
choose what the final spell?
Yes, it was going to be
Because we need to actually get this down for the record.
water walk.
Water walk.
Oh, yeah.
So I can essentially walk on it's really any surface. You can walk on lava, you can walk on mud or through acid or
It's just
poison.
any liquid
Any
surface.
liquid, yeah, any
It's
liquid
not necessarily
surface.
water.
Wow. Very
So you can walk over
You have
that.
the same thing.
Oh,
It's the boots.
okay.
Yeah, the boots have that spell.
Didn't know they worked for
yeah.
anything, but that's nice.
Yeah,
Good to know.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's any liquid. So it's just a
And then
matter
I
of
got
liquid
the.
state.
I just want to read Beacon of Hope because it's so good.
So is that the other spell you have in there,
Yeah.
Beacon of Hope?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's get a read on that.
Okay, so the spell bestows hope and vitality. Choose any number of creatures within range for the duration. Each target has advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws, and regains the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing.
Oh,
Okay. Very nice.
So we could double team. Like at one, I could, like my character could make sure that all of us are underneath the Beacon of Hope, excuse me, and then you guys could take a potion and be healed. all the way
yeah.
up. And it's a
Yeah.
concentration that's up for a minute. So we could get through an entire fight if someone needed to use
Yeah.
a healing potion.
and we all have a lot of healing spells, so that could be super useful.
What's your beacon gonna look like or sound like? 'Cause
Oh,
I think
yeah.
it should sound like Obama singing.
You gotta
Wonderwall.
because when you cast those spells, I'm assuming you're like, Black Power lifting your fist up in the air, like it's got to do something, right?
Yeah. I don't know yet. I'll definitely have
Yeah,
to
you have
think
to
about
definitely
that.
think about what you
I
do.
think
Obama's ghost
I
shows up.
think
It's
Light
Obama,
the
and
way.
but it's like that. Remember when he was like first president and he caught that fly in the interview on 60 Minutes?
I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
he caught a fly in live TV.
God
Boom,
damn
caught a
it.
fly. I'm a goddamn ninja. I'm the president. I'm a ninja. And
Course you didn't know
Barbara
that.
Walters was like,
I'm a
"Holy
ninja first,
shit."
president second.
Barbara Walters was like, I haven't been wet in 20 years, and all of a sudden I gotta get new pants.
A real black dynamite.
Exactly.
No, but I'll definitely have to think about that.
For sure. You think about Barbara Walters.
Hey, whatever gets you off, man. Whatever gets you off. I watch weirder things on Pornhub.
Certainly.
So that beacon of hope, I got a lot of hope now. Because we forgot about that spell that you had.
Yeah.
Or that ring that you had.
Well, I mean, it essentially
Yeah.
allows me to carry 2 extra spells.
Yeah. Which would have been pretty useful. Wouldn't have saved the day because obviously we're still alive. Thank goodness.
I
Thank
got
goodness.
2 spells that I think will certainly come in handy.
Oh,
and
yeah.
So
You got some useful ass spells already.
yeah, exactly. I
Yeah,
have
being
a
able
lot
to-
of different situations.
Being able to just carry 2 of them in your ring, so you're like, I don't have to worry about using spell slots up. I still have these, or I can use these and not use my spell. That's fucking badass.
Yeah.
And so we rested. Well, we walked into the town. Found out we're in the town of Selbina. It's this port town, cool little, like, kind of step.
It's like carved into sandstone.
Carved into the bay. It's like a amphitheater kind of setup, I'd assume.
Exactly.
Like a reverse Machu Picchu or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And we went to almost the very bottom, right above shore level, to a tavern, and we got some rest there. Before that, we passed through the dunes of the city, and you saw someone.
Yep. Just saw him.
You saw vaguely. You were dying, so
Extremely
why didn't you
vaguely.
care?
Yeah.
That's
pretty
weird.
Much.
I'm gonna honestly, I thought it was fucking Gary.
Really?
It probably was.
The way you described him, I was like, that's. Remember, I was pointing at you when you were describing him. I was like, you fucking brought fucking Gary back.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was fucking Gary. It wasn't until later on that I was like, oh, it might not be fucking Gary. But yeah, originally I thought it was him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, unfortunately, Terrence did not barely even got a description of him just because he wasn't paying attention to that shit. He was fucking bleeding out.
And I think that was the beginning of our shitty dice rolls.
Oh yeah, for
Pretty
sure.
much.
Yeah,
It just
pretty
went
much
downhill
bad.
really fast.
Yeah.
Your dice
Pretty
rolls
much.
were bad.
My highest roll was a 15, which is actually pretty good, but I still failed.
No. Your
Not if your highest
roll.
roll.
Yeah.
Your highest roll might have been that, which caught whoever was
Caught
on the
the
dunes,
figure.
which was
Yeah.
19.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
Very nice.
That was the one that Kenny kept trying to tell us
Yeah.
meant nothing, but I know it meant. I knew it didn't mean nothing.
Oh, yeah,
You
that's
can't
true.
fool me.
Yeah.
But yeah, you didn't give a shit because you shouldn't have given a shit. It would have been weird if you did. Because I see one person walking outside
You're
of
pretty
town.
dead.
Oh, random quest over there?
Yeah. Oh, they have
Whoa.
they have a yellow question mark
Yeah.
above their head.
Yeah, pretty
Like
much.
yeah. So walked off as you should have.
You check the
'cause-
mini map.
Yeah. And we went to the shittiest tavern, greatest tavern, always a party there, and got some rest. Somehow slept through the noise. Everybody was full healed, and we went downstairs. And well, before we went downstairs, we were talking upstairs about what's the plan. That's when I realized, oh shit, I need to send a letter to my family and tell them I'm alive.
And
'cause
then,
sad.
Mr. Doctor was sexually assaulted.
whoa,
That was
oh,
after.
that's a
Was
little
that
bit
after?
after, yeah.
Is it?
So I went, yeah. And I actually have that written. That's a straight up line. Mr. Doctor was sexually assaulted. Is a line
I'm
in my
glad you
notes.
wrote that. We're going to talk about that in detail.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that. But before I got a paragraph before that. Because a lot happened before that. Finworth found out when he went to talk to Orochi, that Dragonborn that's in charge of the tavern. He's running that place. And we've actually noticed that there's a lot of Dragonborn around this town. Yeah, this is a large population of them. But that Vandoria was fucking destroyed. That the vision that I had came true.
I was not expecting that at all.
I was not expecting that at all, like an
Yeah.
idiot.
Yeah. It seems like it should have been fairly obvious, but yeah, definitely not. When you move time, like especially a long period of time like that, it's a little jarring. So,
Subtle hints.
it's a little jarring.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Let's like if you were to
It just means so much for us and what we're trying to do. Because at this point, we don't even know what the fuck we're supposed to be doing, except for the quest that we have in front of us right now.
Yeah.
But we're just
Which is
trying to.
2 years late.
well, and it means a lot for Finworth. I honestly, it's gonna take me probably till next week to figure out how Finworth would handle this. Like I didn't know actually how to fucking handle. That's not something I thought about.
Yeah.
The possibility of his whole family being wiped out. If his whole family was killed, if you wanted to bury them in the same place, that is like by definition a mass grave. He has a large family, so for the amount of people in his family to be dead, that is a traumatizing event for him.
For sure.
And I don't know how. I never actually thought of him handling a traumatizing
Taryn
event
is
like
gonna
that.
go ahead and keep pushing the god aspect on you and just try to
Finworth,
convert you.
Finworth might blow your brains out because I'm
Taryn's
assuming.
willing to take that risk
I'm
for
feeling
the
like
sake
a
of
side
God.
campaign to Vandoria.
I'm assuming the way
Even a main, like maybe the main quest.
yeah I don't know I really got to think about it because I don't think grief is the correct way he would handle it. I don't think he would. I think he would cry about it immediately like he did.
All right.
He would cry about it immediately, but afterwards, I think he might not think about it for the most part until someone brings up demons.
Could be a vengeance thing.
Right. It's yeah, I definitely think he's going to handle it more of a vengeance thing, but also not only at the demons, but the people that could have prevented it.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like...
But, twist.
What
What if that was us?
Right. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, so that's like the biggest thing is he blames himself. So I've already brought up that was one thing about going back in time, because if we can go back in time, we can prevent it.
Yeah,
So ultimately, Fenworth blames Terran, I think, because he's a paladin that who knew,
Yeah, sure.
and did nothing.
Sure, why not?
And it's easier than blaming himself.
Certainly. You know what?
So
Terran
good.
being the nice person that he is will take that blame.
No, I think honestly,
paladin.
he would blame any paladin who was around, and we weren't around.
Yeah.
And if we were around, we would have stopped it.
Pretty
Fenworth,
much.
I think Fenworth is
In theory.
No, Fenworth is 100% of the belief that had we been there, it wouldn't have happened
Yeah.
Right.
because we saved the Sky Islands.
But he's also
whether or not he's right.
Yeah. No, he has no fear. And
Exactly.
in a sense, it's a little delusional.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
100%. No, he's
And-
100% delusional.
And so, like, that even matches with the reason why he think that if he was there, that it would have been completely prevented.
Yeah.
You know.
So I think that's something that he's definitely going to look into, is going to be trying to go back in time. Whether or not that's something possible, but some way to fix their mistakes. Because had we been there, that shit wouldn't have happened. But we definitely, that's not something we can look into necessarily right now. We got to move forward.
A little bit busy, yeah.
And I think we kind of come to an unspoken agreement that the way to move forward is to find Taniko and go, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What's going on, and
Pretty
where
much.
can we be of use? Because this shit's fucked and we're going to fix it. So in order to talk to Taniko, we went and we found old Rafastock? Yes. And, well, they found us. Rafalia.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of Stock's crew...
It's Raftalia.
Raftalia.
Yeah.
He?
I kind of let it slip.
Is it a she?
It is a she.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Disguised as a he.
She disguised as a he, but it's a he. He took, because we don't know that shit.
No.
Yeah.
He took us to the ship, which was very convenient. We would have never found it otherwise, because we would have failed any perception check.
Yeah. Well, Herbstark did say he was going to meet you at the tavern in the morning.
Yeah.
Come get you in the morning. So,
Yeah. So we followed him back to the ship, and which we also didn't get the name of the ship because we never checked the name. Which I'm assuming there was a
Because
name.
we're bad players.
Yeah.
There was a name to the ship as well.
There was a lot that was missed.
Is one either the ship name or the tavern name funny?
They're both pretty funny.
We'll have to remember that for next week. You're
Yeah.
going back into
You're not
town.
going to.
Nope.
They're gone. They're both gone forever. No change in the name.
Nope, ship's gone.
So it better not be gone because we're hoping to get on that ship, and which is what we found out from Raffenstag. We can actually use. He's going to talk to the Council of 13.
12.
Council of 12. I'm saying 13 because you know who's the 13th? Fenworth. He's got an opinion. And the opinion is those 12 fucking
shit.
suck. Because they let my family die. Either way,
Got dark real quick.
if we want to talk to them, we got to help him find his first mate.
Uh-huh.
Who's been missing since last night?
It's barely been 24 hours, and they're pirates. I'm like, what the fuck? Come on.
You know what? I think they're just really close.
Yeah, that's
he's
what
like,
it is.
you know what? He would be back by now, and he's not, and I'm worried because you know what?
My husband hasn't come home yet.
You
He's
know-
probably out and about.
I think it's sweet. I think it's sweet. They're a close knit group of pirates, and I ain't gonna make fun of them because they're also pirates.
Let's, okay, so I'm just going to drop this now. Did you guys notice anything about the town at all?
Yeah, I noticed that it was on the coast.
How many
about
females
it.
did you run into besides the one I let slip?
None.
Almost none.
But how many
That's
males?
why she's
did
herself.
How many males did we run into?
A lot.
Orochi, the
Those
guy.
are the ones I named.
The guy that we. Okay, so everybody. Everybody in
in
the
the bar?
tavern was a male.
All the guys in the bar.
If
Yeah.
you investigated, you
We
would have
didn't do
noticed
that.
there were very few
No.
females.
Actually, is everybody in the tavern a guy at almost every city you go to? Generally, yes, except for the winches.
In the couple taverns that you guys have been in that I've written, it's been a pretty decent balance of male-female.
Have we actually? Has that been something we've noticed so far?
So
Not at all.
Yeah, not at all.
Not at all.
You
Not even
had
little
a
bit.
drinking contest with Gavin with a female.
God damn it! You're right.
Yeah, well, so even then, our
You
characters
fuck
would
you.
not have. Our characters would not have known that.
No,
Or new
but also,
But also, we didn't know it either.
Yeah, we
Well,
didn't.
just okay. So just
I didn't think it was relative
no.
to what we were trying to accomplish.
No.
'Cause
after the husband comment, I just wanted to bring up you're in a port town with a bunch of pirates that are all dudes.
Yep.
And if you had investigated or noticed anything, you probably would have noticed some dudes fucking trying
so
to make
shut
out or
up,
something.
shut up, Kenny,
Yeah.
because I assume you're getting into something that we're about to get into.
I know.
Yeah.
He just
So
said
that
he made
actually
the husband
that is
comment,
further
and I
that
was like,
further
"Ha."
explains some things later on.
Yeah.
You bastard.
Yeah. You must
Don't give away your
Bastard.
story.
But so we agreed. No, but that is an interesting point.
Yeah.
Because it's funny how all these things loop together. Because we agreed to find his first mate in order to get passage. Well, he was going to give us passage anyways, but he can't leave until he finds his buddy because that's a dick move.
Yeah.
I'm assuming now that they're fucking. And that's why he misses him. Because I was supposed to get laid last night and he didn't show up. But we're going to go get this captain's dick wet.
Yep.
And we're going to find this dude.
Wait, hold on.
Not wet.
Yeah, he might have crabs.
Oh.
Yeah.
He does. Oh, he went to go find them. So he better have them, otherwise he's a failure. Or hopefully he didn't, because, well, we'll find out later. Before we
we'll
went to
see.
go,
A lot
Search-
happened in this episode.
yeah, a lot happened. This was a
Yeah.
great episode. This was when we kind of the captain had mentioned that he was going to go into the dunes yesterday, which Taryn kind of like, wait a second, I saw someone as we were walking through the dunes yesterday about that time, yesterday
Right.
evening. So we can go check that out, see if we can find. Oh, that might be him. Okay, cool. That shit works out great. Why didn't you investigate it then? I don't know. I was bleeding all over the place and dying. My organs were in 3
Pretty much.
places. 2 of them nowhere near me. Oh, okay.
Ah.
So,
Oh.
but he had also mentioned that he was going to go get some eaten because of Fat Gnome. That's all he does.
yeah, yeah.
Also, Fat Gnomes are gross. We don't need to find this guy. If he's dead, that's okay.
It's
You
no
know-
big deal.
Yeah, that's the one time Finworth is going to go, oh, thanks, Scott. So we stopped at the tavern because we had heard he was going to go there, and we went to try to talk to Orochi, who is like throwing up on the bar,
Yep.
completely useless.
Absolutely.
And while we're standing there at the bar, some asshole comes up and gets a big ol' handful of some Dr. Euphoria ass.
Damn.
And Dr. Euphoria is not having it.
You laid him the fuck out.
I sure did.
Yeah.
Was not having it.
Fucked him up.
But he also said, like, you boys looking to have some fun tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know.
He wanted all of us, so that's kind of rude for Dr. Euphoria to make that decision for everybody.
Yeah, but you guys did.
Yeah.
Hey, you're victim shaming right now.
Oh, you know what? No,
I was the one who
actually,
got sexually assaulted,
true.
not you.
You 100% saved Finworth. Because he would have been like,
That
yeah!
I would have, and I would have gone into detail. That could have potentially turned into a level 5.
Oh, he would
Also
have
called edit out the podcast.
He would have immediately shot that guy in like the jaw, like with the rifle up to the bottom of his head.
He has a musket.
No.
What?
I know that. Finworth invented them.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, he thinks he invented them.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so you fucking some dude came up and grabbed your ass. I guess that explains it. There's no females at this town.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Not that we noticed.
they were looking for a little demon tush.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
know, getting a little exotic.
A little exotic. in
Yeah,
there.
for sure. I don't know if dragon. Yeah.
Tiefling.
Yeah,
You're a
well,
tiefling.
right, I know, but it's
Oh, but
it's
it's
a town.
Dragonborn
It's like
counts as-
it's a majority
used
of
to it.
Dragonborns.
Mhm.
Yeah,
These horns are a little different. You're not covered in scales.
I believe I actually had a human come grab you.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a human, but you're not covered in scales.
very
So,
true.
you
I'm
know,
very soft and
yeah,
purple.
super soft.
I'm
As
soft and
this
purple.
guy found out.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But not all of you is soft. Especially not your damn old fist, because you laid this motherfucker out.
Then I whipped him with my tail.
And
your
then you
tail.
whipped him with a tail, which he liked.
You liked
Yeah, he
it.
did.
Yeah.
Which
did.
actually I think was a solid move, because I think that turned it from a potential tavern brawl to like him being like, okay.
Hard to get, huh?
Hard to get. I'll see you later. I'll
See you later, feisty one.
Right, yeah, exactly. Because, ooh, the tail, that's a... Like,
So you said you wanted a good time.
Yeah.
And that was
okay.
our cue to leave.
Yeah, and so we did. And we went to them dunes, and we searched around. And you know what we found there, Alex?
Big crab.
But before then,
Oh.
a bunch of them shitty-ass goddamn rolls.
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't find shit.
Truly.
Like this whole goddamn episode,
Mhm.
every roll a failure, despite all the softballs
A lot
Kenny
of
was
that.
giving us.
Yeah.
Skip the pickpocket, too.
Oh, god damn it, the
Right.
pickpocket.
Yeah, that was
and
pretty
the
important.
and, okay, so as we're walking thank you.
Yeah.
As we're walking out of town, I see a little, this was the one good roll I have.
Uh-huh.
I saw a medallion on the ground. Totally not a trinket, a medallion. Somebody else's belongings, not
Mhm.
mine. Not
Not a
mine.
good trinket.
Not mine. Kenny, not mine. Definitely maybe Terrence, but not mine. And I picked it up because I'm like, ooh, this is shiny. And I kept it and I put it in my bag, and that's the end of that story, right? No,
Yeah,
I
but-
wish. I tried to put it in my bag. Before I could, it got snagged by a fucking shit kid. Can we establish that? It's
Yeah,
a shit
It was
kid.
definitely a shitty kid.
Yeah,
Okay. And
He was just trying to feed his family.
he was not trying to feed his family.
No,
was
he
trying
doesn't
to be
have a
shit
family.
kid.
Too
He
bad.
hasn't even hit puberty yet.
And you know what? Now we got a beat down by Terran.
He didn't get a
Fucking
beat
beat.
down. He kind of got molested.
He got a spanking.
He got a spank.
Beat?
A sexy
It's not-
I would
spanking.
consider
No.
that a beating.
It is
No, no, no,
not a
If you were to
beating.
beat eggs.
No, he got disciplined.
Yes.
Once it's a beating, it's illegal.
Yeah, he got
You did not beat a
I
child.
beat him
You
for a punishment.
No, you disciplined.
for discipline.
You disciplined. You did not beat a child.
I
Yeah.
beat him.
No. You're not understanding that you cannot beat children.
What a fucked up paladin.
Right.
Maybe. You know, his parents were killed, alright? Fuck
But-
you.
But this shit kid.
I'm a paladin when it suits me.
Yeah, when it suits me. Oh goddamn. Oh goddamn.
What a call out.
Mic drop. God. So I snagged this fucking pendant and got it snagged from me.
Yep.
And I tried to grab it back and I failed.
Yep.
And Taryn tried to grab it back and he failed.
And disciplined him, quote
No,
unquote.
you did nothing. You failed.
Oh,
You tried to grab it and you failed
Oh, yeah.
until
Yeah.
Dr. Euphoria, as he always does,
Saves
every
the day.
episode saves the day. And he freezes him. He's just like, oh wait. Snaps his fingers.
Bam.
Kid's frozen.
Wow, so easy.
While he's frozen
Yeah.
and he cannot defend himself.
Yep. That's where Terran comes in.
I snagged the pendant from him because
Oh,
that's
yeah, sure,
that's
whatever.
where we could
Yeah,
have
ain't
left
nobody
it.
give a shit
It
about
moved
that.
from disciplining
That's-
to...
Then you grabbed him and you just started touching his hiney.
Walked on over.
That's a level 3.
That,
Level 3.
I think that's a level 4.
That might be
Yeah,
a
yeah,
level
yeah,
four.
yeah,
That's a
level
level
four.
4 joke.
Fuck the kid.
That's true. That's a level
He just
5.
bonked you a watt towards a kid.
Everybody knows
Penis.
penetration is level 5.
I gave that kid the fuck me eyes.
That's 4. That's 4.
Anytime you say the word kid and fuck in the same sentence, automatic level 4.
Oh, this is
We're gonna have to cut
You
so
know,
much of
and
this.
well, you know what? I'll
No.
drop it down to level 3. Terran took care of business.
He
all
took
right?
care of
Business keep him nutting on him.
You don't know. It's
Which is
take
a
care of
3.
business. That's a 3. It's
That's a 5.
Okay,
unambiguous.
you're talking about
Unambiguous.
nutting on children.
Which is
Easy
no-
5.
nutting on a child. It's
That's
no
what I
physical
said.
Didn't
contact.
say that though.
That's no
I
physical
said
contact.
it's
You
true.
and you and the child.
That's your fucking baby smacking
Your baby
this
batter.
child.
That's not you.
No.
That's another. According to
Who wants to
Republicans,
sponsor our
that's
show?
another child.
Also, speaking legally, taking care of business is not specific to any kind of act
Yeah, it's
whatsoever. All right, legally, this is not valid.
So
all
many,
right?
so much of that gets edited out.
Oh,
Whoa!
Or all of it.
We'll just it'll
Especially
just
not-
be a,
Please.
it'll just
Please,
be a
all of it.
long.
Taking care of
And
that would be funny. That would be really fun. That'd be funnier.
Just a minute and a half. Oh, this
Every
is
single
the,
time it
Oh
says
my
kid-
God!
This is the worst real talk ever, guys.
God.
This is worse
This is
than
the latest real talk
no.
ever.
All right, so continuing on, legally, Taryn just took care of business.
Okay.
Stop saying take care of
Yeah,
Illegally took care
That
of
makes
business.
it worse that you specify it's
You know-
legal.
No,
You sounded
because R.
like-
Kelly was legally acquitted, all right? Fuck that
Yes.
shit.
That makes it worse.
And R. Kelly probably said, I'm going to take care of business.
Just like
Exactly.
OJ,
That is
OJ was
17-year-old
also
girl.
That is
legally
exactly
acquitted
what
of murder.
Look, that is exactly what R. Kelly said.
Yeah, I'm here to take
That's
care
also
of business.
true.
I'm here to take care of business.
Yeah, auto-tune.
OJ got acquitted. RJ Kelly got acquitted.
All of them took care of business.
Yeah.
Every single one of them.
See, RJ took care of business. That doesn't matter.
Moving on.
I hate you, Alex.
Doesn't matter at all.
You're the worst.
All right.
I hate that we're talking about celebrities.
Guess what?
I
OJ,
know.
OJ, not guilty.
OJ's not a celebrity. Not anymore.
Not anymore. That's very true. He
Well-
did some other stuff that was guilty. You know, whatever.
He wrote a book that
Yeah,
makes
he-
him an
he
author.
also-
Authors aren't celebrities.
If I did do it.
He was also a football player.
You're a bastard, Alex. Because you keep talking about taking care of business.
Just take care
But
of
you
business.
did.
Yes.
Because you spanked that child
So,
for some weird
you
reason.
confirm that I took care of business.
You
spanked
you
the child.
fulfilled
Took care of business.
you fulfilled your holy oath of
To God.
touching those children.
To God.
Yeah.
For God.
Yeah. Well,
Just like a Catholic priest.
yeah. All jokes
You
aside,
also take care
I
of
know.
business when it
It
comes
feels
to
rather
fucking
canon.
children.
it's
For God.
all
And using their nunchucks.
Either that or I'm
Oh,
a priest.
goodness.
I don't know that it's bad to fuck children.
Yeah, you don't know.
I'm trying to save you in the future, Alex. I'm
Take
trying
their
to get this
innocence
back
when they're
on
young, so
track.
they have a better life when
Sorry,
they're older.
Taryn, you're now considered
They
a
can
pedophile.
trial.
It's not Taryn's fault.
God, we gotta stop this.
We have to. It's not Taryn's
damn bad.
fault.
Yeah. Again, legally, just took care of business.
No, you don't have to say. I'm trying.
No,
I'm trying to
You're
move away
making
from
it
Because
worse.
legally,
No,
legally, he did nothing wrong.
morally, and ethically, the paladin
And
has to
faithfully.
follow his oath
Yes.
of justice for
Yes.
wrongdoers.
Faithfully, he was correct.
Justice for a shit kid.
Yes.
Who was trying to feed his family.
He was trying to steal.
We don't
Trying
know.
to steal.
Stealing.
Yeah, you guys did not know.
He was
We
stealing.
don't know.
stole.
We don't.
He
We
was
actually
stealing,
don't know
yeah.
the motive. He
Yeah.
could have been trying to feed his family.
Exactly.
He could have been trying to buy some drugs.
Yeah.
I don't know what this kid's doing. He's a shit
Well,
kid.
we could have just given him money.
If he would have said something,
Yeah, he
absolutely.
couldn't say anything.
But instead he stole.
Finworth would have happily given him gold.
Yeah.
He- Finworth doesn't care
he
about
came up
money.
and said, "Hey, I need some drugs." I'd be like, "Hey, I don't have them."
Check down the street. I know.
but
where
But if you know where you can get
Wait,
some,
here's some gold.
if you know where you can
and-
get some for me and
Get
you.
me some too.
But if you can score, where?
By
Let's
all
go.
means.
That's something that's funny because I actually have something pretty similar to that written.
So justice for a shit kid is
Yeah.
a spanking.
He stole. There's no
You
justifying.
didn't harm
stealing,
anybody, so I'm
alright?
not gonna like kill you. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, yeah.
So I get that. It's a little weird because you're spanking like a
Took care of
probably
business.
like a teenager.
In
Took care of
public.
business.
No, he was not a teen.
Oh, he's like
He was a kid,
12-year-old
wasn't he?
kid?
He was
Probably
you know,
around 10,
just
12.
Okay.
disciplining.
Okay, a little. Okay, that's a little better.
Yeah.
But it's
Just
like
just
some
a little
discipline.
worse.
I think that's worse.
you're
It
also
depends on how you think about it.
also
If
like
you took care of business with the 10 to 12-year-old kid, that's
Well, it depends on what you're talking
Worse
about when
than-
you're
Oh,
taking
man.
care of business, alright? You're taking care of business. We're not specifying anything. We're just taking care of
I'm
business.
shuffling the papers. That means we transition.
Beg the mallet.
real talk.
You son of a bitch.
Real talk.
But we got the amulet back and we left town. You
Great.
bastards. You bunch
we
of
left
fucking
the
bastards.
child-
On to the next thing.
Thank-
The kid was paralyzed and we left
Yeah.
him.
Why is it?
You probably should have said
He
that.
was paralyzed in fear because he just got
Well, no. So,
business taken care of on him.
How long does the spell last?
All over him.
I want to say.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, stop.
It's like a minute, right?
Yeah, I think it's only a minute.
It's like a minute. How long did you spank the kid?
Shut up!
Hey, you little pervert.
Sorry.
How long did you spank the kid for?
Just a solid 5 business takings.
Business spankings?
Yeah.
Business taking.
I thought
Takings,
you
not
said
spanking.
I thought you said business seconds, which is that's like a minute per business second.
Yeah.
That was a business second.
I feel
Each business second.
We're going downhill fast.
Dude, it's not
We've
good.
been on
It's
this
like
business.
1
No.
o'clock.
Okay, so
We've
business,
been talking.
a
We've been
business
doing
day
pedo
is
jokes
Monday
for
through
15
Friday.
minutes.
This is gonna be
Which
our.
means 5 days of the week. That means a business second is shorter than a regular second. All right, because a business week is shorter than a regular week.
Shit, you're right.
Right.
Oh, it's actually 5/7 of a second.
Yes.
I was thinking.
Shit, you're right.
It's very true.
I was thinking when you're taking care of business at work,
Yeah.
and that day is going by real slow.
No, it's when you're because
Well,
that's not
to
when you're
Taryn,
taking
that
care of
is
business.
No, that
They
means
go slow when you're-
business.
you're
That means
trying to
business is
find
taking care of you.
When
Yeah.
you're taking
Not
care
the
of
other way
business,
around.
Yeah.
There we
time
go.
goes fast.
I'm
Five-
okay with that.
That's true.
I'm
That's
better
very
with
true.
that. So that's a good
Very true.
3.5 seconds.
We just figured out how much business time is.
Write this down, people. Write this down.
Dungeon Junkies, business time.
We take care of business.
So you so
Not always on children.
but the whole person doesn't last long. So the kid's not vulnerable for long. He got a spanking.
We can't just move on from the kid.
end it?
Fuck.
Jesus.
We're ending it. I'm
We
trying
got
to.
time still.
Okay.
There's like 5 amendments.
I have 2 lines of notes left, you bastard.
Go to the last one.
Okay. Well, no. I
Fuck.
can't. Because I have to go to the second to last one.
Okay.
Because we grabbed the amulet, and as we're on our way out to town, who do we run into but Gochi? Right? Or Gochi?
Gochi.
Gochi,
Gochi,
right?
okay.
Yeah, he's a paladin of Paladine. Which is not something Kenny made up.
Yep.
Okay?
Sure.
Right?
I made half of that up.
You made up the paladin?
I
He added the E.
Half that up.
No, that's an actual.
Yeah, that's an actual thing. That's
I
an
know,
actual
I'm
god.
joking.
Paladin.
I'm
Yeah,
joking.
Paladin or Paladine's an actual.
So I was like, that's a shitty god name, but yeah, that's what they came up with.
Yeah.
But
didn't try
Paladine,
that.
who's the god of rulers and like order,
Yeah,
pretty much, and found that was the symbol that we found. And as we were on our way out, we see some paladin raising hell, saying somebody stole my shit.
Yeah.
And Finworth is just trying to make friends. He's like, oh wait, I have that. Here you go. I found it on the ground. Some shit kid probably tried to take it.
Oh, you're welcome.
You're welcome. And he didn't fucking like me.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Kind of fucked up. Only when Taryn, the paladin, showed up did he. Okay, that's fine.
Which is something Finworth has understood, I think, for a while now. Is anytime someone's like, "Hey, I don't trust you," you go, "No, I'm friends with a paladin."
Yeah.
And then they go, "Oh, wait, no, you can't be
It's
friends with a
worked out.
paladin if you're an asshole.
Yeah, it's worked out.
Well, you can be an asshole, but
You can't steal from people and be friends with a
Exactly.
paladin. Yeah,
Exactamundo.
you gotta be kind of upstanding, unless they're an asshole paladin.
Yeah, they could be an evil paladin. That's very true.
Yeah.
They didn't guess though. They did not ask. So
Yeah.
fuck it.
So that worked out great. Well, I'm assuming he recognized your holy symbol, and he would have been smart enough to be like, "Oh, you're not an evil paladin. I can detect your," because that's the thing spell paladins have is detect,
Good and evil.
good and evil.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
that worked out. He didn't hate us. I'm hoping we got an ally in the future,
Yeah.
and hopefully maybe we can get him to join the coalition. And we're just gonna have to call it the coalition because Kenny can't stop giggling.
Cannot be the
I
other
won't
thing.
laugh right now.
I will.
I only laugh because you laugh.
But we walked out of the town after that, and that's when we saw that crab.
Yes, that's when we saw the crab, and although we took a little bit of time to
what was the point?
mess with it, absolutely nothing. Absolutely no point. But Fenworth was interested. So,
Well, I wanted to ride it,
what we
and I
did.
absolutely had I not gotten a shit roll, dude, I would have been riding that thing around.
It's very
Very
true.
true.
It
You
could
would
have
have
been
had
useful.
another war crab.
Yeah.
War crab.
War crab.
Oh,
That's ridiculous.
rest in peace, Darian.
Single
And
tier.
Warbear.
And Warbear.
Bosslar. He's not there anymore.
Oh, boss.
Single tier.
Anyways,
He may be in this world. Who knows?
oh,
Could be.
who knows?
Very well could be.
The crab. So that's basically we kind of found out there was a point to that.
Yeah.
Whether or not the crowd was watching us and kind of interested in us, didn't give a shit about us. But we found out, oh shit, this first mate went to go find crabs. He might have found a little more than he bargained for, because these crabs are quite larger than. I mean, I'm bigger than a gnome, and they make me pretty scared.
Yep.
And
not so much compared to us, the human and the what are you again?
yeah, they're
Tiefling.
they're
Tiefling,
about
that's what it's
dogs.
called, sorry.
That's pretty fucked up. You don't even remember his race. He's got a 3 foot
I
tail.
wow,
knew it
dude.
started with a T.
He's got horns sticking out of
That's
his
as
fucking
much as
head.
I knew. Yeah, I call him Horn Face.
Horn face. Jesus. That's
Horn
racist.
face, Dr. U.
Doctor.
Dr. E. Euphoria.
Doctor. Fuck you. Fuck you for you.
You fuck.
You fuck.
God damn it.
Yeah,
You
But
motherfucker.
not long after we ran into that crab, we ran into a hot ass fucking merchant, just running the beach in her swimsuit, looking fucking like Bo Derek.
Yeah,
looked
sure.
good.
I don't
It
remember
was
that
a-
part.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a dwarf merchant. She looked good. She had a little fluff on her chin,
Yeah.
and she sold us some silly
Sexy
potions.
fluff. Yeah. And we got some potions, and they changed us quite a bit. At least, not all of us. Well, no, it changed all of
I
us.
feel like they're the
I feel like it didn't
the
change
potions.
Finworth at all.
To you
Well-
guys, it was almost nothing. Oh, except for
Yeah, it was
maybe,
almost nothing.
no,
for me.
maybe Dr.
I look
Euphoria.
exactly the same after I drank it as before I drank it.
That's heavily debatable.
Well,
is that a weight joke?
So it doesn't affect, it affects the user to people who are looking.
Yeah, it's like an
Yes, yeah.
illusion.
Right.
Very true.
The person drinking it feels no effect.
Right.
For both potions. However, the one that both Dr. Euphoria and Finworth sipped made us look good. And I wrote that down as a potion
And then
of sexy.
we couldn't understand people, right?
No.
Or we couldn't talk. And when we talked,
No.
it was like blah, blah, blah.
No, we
that
were
was
fine.
just Taryn.
The potion that Taryn drank
Oh,
made it
gotcha.
where he was unable to talk.
Yep. And Taryn is still trying to figure that out to this day.
And we do not, it's the same day.
to this day.
You're not wrong. But we don't know if it had any other effect.
Yeah.
So it is something we want to keep
Could
an
be
eye out for.
a poison.
You only sipped it. Maybe
true.
you drink the whole goddamn thing, and instead of going blah blah blah, blah you breathe fire. Like who fucking knows? Who
Yeah,
knows?
it's just a
Either that or
Kitty.
you turn
Kitty
into
knows.
a jellyfish.
You could, yeah, exactly. You could turn into a
That's
jellyfish.
what's really gonna
that sounds
happen.
terrible.
You
Oh.
could
That's how I
become
imagine jellyfish
a
sound.
SoundCloud rapper.
Dude.
Crazy awesome.
You know,
Drinking the
there's
whole
actually a
potion.
lot of
Yeah.
credibility to that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You've got to drink the next potion.
I know.
Shh, they may become podcasters if you drink the potion.
Oh no, it's the
Podcast
worst.
Sammy.
That
is
that
not
sucks.
the word.
Who the fuck makes a podcast?
God.
Me!
What a bunch of monsters.
I make a podcast, and I'm getting it back on track, Kenny, after the dwarf merchant. What happened? Because I stopped taking notes after that. I drank too much.
She bounced.
Well, yeah,
and
she
went
bounced.
to the town, and we ended with you all drinking the potions.
Yeah, it literally
That is
ended with
exactly
us.
okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I ended my notes that us drinking the potions, but I
That's
didn't.
pretty much where we
All
ended.
right,
Yeah.
cool. I didn't stop taking
we
notes.
ended on a fun note.
So yeah, that was a long ass story episode. Great world building because we're in a whole new place. I'm assuming we're no longer on a sky island.
Right.
It's 2 years in the future. Holy shit. I can't wait until we actually get to talk to the Council of 12 and find out what
That's
the fuck's
what I'm
going
most
on.
excited about. I really want to capture this first mate guy as soon as fucking possible.
Whoa, find, save him. Not capture. He's
No,
on
yeah,
our
save,
side.
yeah, find him.
You said
Well,
capture.
we need to bring him.
Her capture.
Okay,
Take
He's like,
care of
we need
business
to-
on the first
Whoa.
mate.
we need to bring him back
with the-
regardless.
You're getting a little addicted
yeah.
to that whole person.
Yeah, I like
it's
it.
a little power trip.
I like it.
Because you just go, stop.
You guys skipped a lot of stuff because of that spell.
That was great. But also,
What I do.
you mentioned it was a trinket.
Yes, it was.
So, fuck, we gave away a trinket, guys.
That's one out of three trees.
we
One
did
other-
the right thing.
We did the right thing.
Which in Taryn eyes,
We
which
used-
is great.
We used that trinket to gain an ally.
Yes.
So that could be even more
Which it
valuable.
actually was supposed to be the opposite. You were supposed to
Gain an enemy.
fight the
The paladin.
pickpocketer,
Oh.
who, and then
Fight a little kid?
But instead
fight
we
him
disciplined
because
him.
he stole
We've
your
had-
shit.
We had a problem with kids in the past.
And then you have this medallion, and you don't want to give it up because it's your trinket, which I was like, I said, you find a trinket that looks like this,
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, they're not going to want to give their
I
trinket.
immediately was like, here you go.
Yeah.
I was like,
Hand
then-
outstretched.
I was like,
But that's also such a fucking
Fenworth
thing.
Yeah, if
I want to be friends.
I was like, okay, if I word it like, you find this trinket that looks like this.
Oh yeah, and
And then
I immediately
you
went
have a
into like
paladin.
valuable. I gotta
Yeah.
pick that shit up.
And then Paladin's looking for it, and it's like, I have it, but I don't want to give it to him because it's the trinket. It's like my
Yeah.
trinket, you know? And then you fight the Paladin, or maybe you say something like, oh, I think I have it, but I don't want to fucking...
Or we just
I'm
walk right
keeping
past
it.
him
And then he's
make
like, well,
him angry as a
I'll
town.
duel you for it. That's what was going to happen.
Oh. Either way,
Something like, depends how that conversation went, but...
either way, Fenworth's making friends.
I am curious though. Would Terran, if he would he fight another paladin, who was essentially a good paladin?
Depends on what he's.
Well,
actually
if he
fighting
would have dueled,
If
it would
it's
have
an
been a
honorable,
1v1.
it would have been like an honorable
Gotcha.
duel. It wouldn't be like, I'm going to kill you. It'd be like,
Not
I'll
lethal.
duel you for it.
Nobody's killing each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
for. Definitely depends on what's being fought over and whether Terran believes that what he's doing is good.
Well, I don't think there is. I honestly don't think there's any way Terran wouldn't just be like, just return his holy symbol to him. Because if somebody had your holy symbol, wouldn't you just want them to just give it back to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never would have had. I never know how things are going to
Right,
turn out.
yeah.
They're just situations that end up being there because that's just how things work. And
And
then
it ends
you
up
roll
I'm just
with
like,
it.
oh, here you go.
You roll with it, or you
Literally.
skip it.
Ooh. I think it worked out pretty great.
Yeah,
I think
because
so too.
especially now that we got some sweet ass potions. Like, who knows what they're gonna do?
Let's see what happens.
That's
Should be interesting.
you know what? That's a good point to leave off on, Alex. Let's see what happens. Let's see what
Let's
happens on the
see.
next episode of Dungeon Junkies.
Yeah.
It's only a couple days away, 2 days away. What? You're going to get the
True.
new
Yeah.
episode of Dungeon Junkies. So if you like what you heard here and you want to hear that new episode, make sure you're following us on Twitter at Dungeon Junkie and you will get that notification. Make sure you go to dungeonjunkies.com and you will get everything you need to know about Dungeon Junkies. If you want to rate us 5 stars on iTunes, I'll fucking love you forever. Give us write that review out and I'll read it out here on the episode. You can get your own words. If you want me to read them on the mic, I'll read them. Everybody will hear them.
Mm-hmm.
Just make it decent, guys. That's all I'm asking because I've
Be
had some
nice.
ridiculous ones from Kenny. He keeps putting ones talking about how he's 5-starring his own dick and it's getting a little ridiculous. But if you 5-star your dick, I'll read it on the podcast. So iTunes, DungeonJunkies.com, Twitter at Dungeon Junkie. Am I forgetting anything? No, I'm not, because
Not really.
Patreon. We got a new Patreon campaign going on. It's the Ravnica campaign. So we're combining Magic, the Gathering, and Dungeons and Dragons all together. For $1 a month, you can get 2 episodes. It's an additional campaign. This shit will always be free. So you'll always get, 8 episodes a month for free. If you want 2 extra, 50 cents an episode, go check it out. Alex is doing a lot of hard work.
Yep.
I think that's about it, guys.
Yeah, it really
This has
sums
been
everything up.
crazy. We're all super tired, intoxicated in various manners.
Sure.
Except for me.
You got a lot of caffeine in your veins.
I did
That counts.
5 hours ago.
All right, guys. I love you. Mwah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Here's a kiss.
Here's a kiss.